John, I want to thank you and thank the members of the Progress Council for this tremendous honor. I appreciate the comments made about me, but I also want to recognize that members of the delegation of both parties are probably in attendance tonight, and I want to thank them for their support and leadership as well. This wouldn't have occurred without bipartisan leadership of all four caucuses, the support of Governor Corbett, and I thank all involved for getting it done. In addition to our state delegation of elected officials, I know Congressman Schuster's here. The Congressman is a leader for Pennsylvania on the national scene in transportation as chairman of the Transportation Committee. And we look forward to seeing the benefits of his leadership coming back to Pennsylvania as he works very hard in ensuring that we get a new transportation bill at the federal level later this year. Good luck, Chairman. It's especially meaningful for me coming back to the Mon Valley Progress Council. I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood of 1989 and 1990, I met Joe Kirk, back when both of us were working on the Mon Valley Expressway and the idea of developing and designing a project that would extend from Morgantown, West Virginia to the city of Pittsburgh. Today, many miles of that expressway are built and exist because of the leadership of the Mon Valley Progress Council. It simply would not have occurred without the Progress Council's support and without Joe's constantly beating the drum and the need for this investment in this region. And I'm certainly proud to have played a part in that. And now, as we look to the future, looking at the benefits of Act 89 and what it will mean for continued investment both here in the Mon Valley and throughout Pennsylvania. Act 89 finally brings much needed revenue to the Commonwealth's transportation infrastructure. It will mean every way that we move a person or product is financed. So whether you're on foot, on bicycle, on a rail system, moving our freight across the rail system, ports, through our waterways of Pennsylvania, through our air freight, through our highways and bridge network, or passenger rail and public transportation, all of those modes now have dedicated funding. At PennDOT, our responsibility is to support the lifestyle and economy of Pennsylvanians. That means to move people and products safely and efficiently through the Commonwealth. And I think as a part of Act 89, as we work through the development of it, what we were able to do is convince the legislature, the public, and all interested parties that it was important to invest in transportation. Be it the Elizabeth Bridge, the Liberty Bridge, the number of small bridges around the Commonwealth that were weight restricted because of their aging condition. We now can address those, and rather than increasing the cost of moving people and products through the Commonwealth, we can reduce the costs. Rather than not being competitive to our neighboring states to attract companies or retain companies here in Pennsylvania, we now can be competitive. And really, that's what the Mon Valley Progress Council has always been about. It's been about promoting the economic rebirth of the Mon Valley, and frankly, Pennsylvania. And I think it's illustrative of the type of organizations that came together to support Act 89. Whether it's chambers of commerce, users groups, business communities, it was recognized that there was a need for an investment. For me personally, as a lifelong engineer, someone who's practiced transportation engineering for 28 years, it was important to me to see that the need was recognized and finally addressed with funding that will enable us all to do our jobs. And whether you're an economic development interest, a transportation engineer, a construction entity, you know that we can do our jobs now because we have the revenue we need as a result of Act 89. As we look to the future, we can now see a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that will have adequate transportation, that will be able to attract and retain companies, grow jobs, and support areas like this that need a rebirth based on a transportation system. So we will look forward, both in wearing my hat as Transportation Secretary and also as a Turnpike Commissioner, to extending the work on the Mon Valley Expressway. Our next leg will likely be the 22 to 79 piece of the Southern Beltway, but the overall funding will enable us to make transportation improvements in this region and every corner of the Commonwealth. And for that, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my children to know that they're going to have a safe transportation system to transport them into their future. As a lifelong, born in Pennsylvania, resident in Pennsylvania, graduated high school, graduated college, spent my entire career here, I am now pleased to know that as a result of the involvement of many people, of which I played a part, we now have Act 89 to fund transportation well into the future and make sure that this Commonwealth is competitive economically, from a safety standpoint, from a job standpoint, and most of all has a safe and efficient transportation system. I certainly support the work that the Mon Valley Progress Council has done. I appreciate very much the recognition tonight. I am sorry that I'm not there to celebrate with you in person, but I do appreciate the award, and I look forward to seeing the continued investment and the results of it in this region and elsewhere through the Commonwealth. Thank you.